You want to be in the video? Man spreading and everything, huh? All right, third video in just as many days, I think. I'm having a fun time. I'm enjoying it. We just got back from doing some. We're pursuing. Oh, what's up? We were pursuing some more leads, and as you can see, literally just got home, soaking wet. It's pouring rain, so we decided to pack it up. Hit a good, not as many today. Hit maybe 6 to 8, something like that. Got a, like I said, as usual, a bunch of no's, and had a couple good conversations though. The reason I wanted to make this video has nothing to do with that per se, but I today we had a slow morning. We had a slow morning. We got up late, slept with the alarm, slept with the snooze. You know what I mean? And you know, we could have easily sort of chalked it up and said, today's not the day. You know what I mean? Let's take it easy. Let's chill. Let's reset. Rewind. Relax. Whatever it is. But we said no. You know what? We had a slow morning, but we're not going to let that dictate how the day goes. And I thought there was a valuable lesson in that, I guess. And I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I was up at like 10:30, so I'm a big sleeper. It's important to me, but and I'm a late owl too. I'm a night owl, so I'll stay up till like 1 a.m. no problem. And even I'll just be laying in bed trying to go to sleep, and I'm just like staring at the ceiling, thinking about pondering life. You know what I mean? So I guess it's not a great habit, but I guess it's just how I'm wired. So when I'm trying to get up at 7 a.m., it's like you're so got to work on it. But like I said, we could have easily sort of chalked it up and said, you know what, we'll take it easy today. We'll do some work at home. We're at that stage where we have a product, we have a website, things of that nature. So we really got to go out there and talk to people and try to sell this thing. So, and that's really how we're going to see progress. You know what I mean? As far as the business goes. I mean, like I said, I've mentioned it in previous videos, but you got to go out and sell. You got to talk to people. So I'm not going to dwell on it, like I said, but yeah, basically, like I said, don't let a slow morning set the tone. We went out there and we did it anyway. We went to a little cafe, took some notes, kind of prepared ourselves for the day, and we went out and we talked to some people. So like I said, some good combos. It started pouring rain, so we were like, you know what? Let's. As you can see, I'm still soaking wet. I literally just got home to make this video, but nonetheless, we little progress is better than no progress. So we could have, like I said, stayed home and done nothing. But the reason we get up in the morning super early is to go to the gym, sort of set the tone for the day, take the day, head on, and kind of get that out of the way because your physical health is so incredibly important, and it's something we've always valued in our lives. I'm gonna make some videos about that too, but obviously we didn't go today. We're gonna go later. I'm filming this at it's 2:25 right now, so we're gonna go maybe 7 or 8 o'clock, whatever it is. And get some work done in between, but yeah, like I said, the intention of this video is to just remind everybody and myself the morning is an important indicator as to how your day's going to go and how you set the tone. But if you have a bad morning, the idea is that you don't have to have a bad day. You know what I mean? So we're making the best of it, of the whatever, let's say 9-10 hours we have left in the day, and we're gonna take full advantage of it. So and the same goes the other way. You know what I mean? If you have a good morning, that doesn't mean, oh, you know what? I got up early, went to the gym, had a good breakfast. Let me take a nap. Let me take it easy. You know what I mean? I've earned it, type of thing. Let me go watch some Netflix. And it's definitely important to know when you need to take a break and have those moments to wind down and turn your brain off. But the key to progress in life is consistency. Consistency, I think, in my opinion, and the difference between success and failure, in my opinion, is how long are you willing to do something without seeing results. And I think it comes down to discipline and consistency. You know what I mean? So I think in this day and age, instant gratification and dopamine are such a sought after I don't want to say commodity because it's not in this day and age. You know what I mean? It's so sought after by people, and they want to take shortcuts and they want it easy. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's human nature these days. And I'm not going to dwell on this because I'm going to make a separate video for it. But just because you have a good morning doesn't mean you can just okay. Let's we had a good few hours. Let's chill out for the rest of the day, type of thing. So it goes both ways, in my opinion. Could have easily taken it easy, said, oh, you know what, it's going to be a bad day. Let's reset tomorrow. Let's wait till tomorrow, and we didn't do that. So I'm proud of us. Not every day is going to be perfect. I would usually beat myself up over stuff like that. Waking up late and not being disciplined and not getting out of bed and stuff like that. But it happened. It is what it is. It's something to learn from, and it's going to happen again most likely. And if you beat yourself up, you're taking more steps backwards, and you sort of just got to put it behind you, let it go, and move forward. So I've tried to adopt that, and I'm also big on listening to your body. If I'm sleeping, it's because I'm tired. You know what I mean? And while you can't do that every day, obviously, maybe there's instances in which you should maybe take it easy and make sure your body's right mentally and physically, so that you can, when you do have time to be productive and do what you have to do, you're 100% and you're ready to go. So that's a valuable lesson too. You know what I mean? Don't go overkill. Don't burn yourself out, because ultimately you're going to be less productive as opposed to taking those breaks when you need them, and therefore being 100% when you're going at it. So lots to learn. We're learning every day. Going out, talking to leads, speaking in Italian again. I got some compliments on my Italian, so we're improving. I think for me, it's getting out of my head and just talking. You know what I mean? Just treating it not as if it's second nature, but uh, being confident in my abilities and stuff like that. So I need to, for example, I have another notebook similar to this one where we have a bunch of questions we want to ask people, and it's good to write them down, to have them, to remember them. But I can't go in there and say, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you know what I mean, and then expect to just get them off the top of my head. We're having conversations. It's just going to come naturally. I know what the kind of information I'm looking for and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a good experience from that perspective, and yeah, we're learning a lot. So hopefully somebody takes this and says, you know what, it's okay that I had a bad morning. Let's conquer the rest of the day, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Just because I had a good morning doesn't mean I can sort of slack off and whatnot. And like I said, it's important to know when you need those breaks, but just be consistent. Don't make it a habit. Don't have two days in a row. You know what I mean, type of thing. Like tomorrow, we got to get up early and hit the gym and do what we got to do. So don't break the chain. You know what I mean? Don't break the chain. That's another video I want to make. I think that's a cool concept. So I got a ton. Like I said, I got a ton of videos. I'm rambling a lot, so I'll cut it off. But yeah. So.